My dear friend, can I just have a few moments of your time? I won't take long, and you don't have to do anything other than just listen for a few minutes. A few years ago, a young man who lived in my community died by suicide. He left a video on Facebook as a note giving a reason for the actions that he took. He didn't want anyone to feel blame. He attempted to reassure others that it wasn't about them, only that he really didn't know why. But he couldn't go on. He talked about his thoughts and feelings about mental illness, but either way, it seemed too much. He was kind. He was considerate. He was bright. He appeared sincere and didn't want to hurt anyone. He apologized to his friends and said goodbye to them. He wrote notes to some of them. He addressed his mother, his father, and siblings in the hopes that what he was considering doing wouldn't be taken personally or be damaging to them. He was trying to be sincere. He was like you. He was like me. He was like all of us. I loved that boy. We all need boys and girls like that to live. I want to be absolutely real with you, and I want to speak clearly and give you the very best that I possess at this very moment. I feel for this young man and his suffering. His feelings of hopelessness and helplessness must have been so difficult, so hard, so eternal and terminal. I feel for his brothers and his family as well. I feel for his friends. The young man in this message was not well in that moment. He felt hopeless and was convinced that he was helpless. He seemed sure that this was the only option, the only possible way, but I have to tell you, and I wish I would have had the opportunity to tell him. I wish I could have been close enough to share with him that he was incorrect. I want you to know that I'm not upset with him or condemning him in any way for what he did. All I'm doing is recording this now in the hopes that those who hear it may find real hope to hang on, to stay, to endure, to grow, and to experience more moments of joy and happiness. I'm certain that it looks dark right now, like there are no doors, no windows, no future other than more hurt, disappointment, and suffering. But my friend, there is more. There is always more. Things are always shifting. Nothing ever stays the same. Nothing. I've now met with hundreds, maybe thousands of people just like you who at one point or another were suicidal. Some that attempted even, and some have stayed and forged on, walked on, pressed on, laughed, loved, and helped others, saved lives even. My dear friends, there is a great deal of suffering in this world. I will not deny it, nor will I minimize it for you. I respect you too much. But our capacity, your capacity to overcome, to grow wiser, stronger, more real, with a greater depth. This is larger. You are larger and more important than your current suffering. My friend, today you must become, I hope you become, a carrier of the most valuable asset in this world, hope. The realization that things will be better, must be better, and that you have a say, a capacity to act and transform, to heal, and to create beauty in this world, a kind of beauty that is completely unique to you. There is only one voice like yours, one set of fingerprint like yours. Your reach, your capacity to give to this world is unique. I need it. Others need it. It's obvious that there was a great suffering in this young man, perhaps the greatest type of suffering. I refer to the suffering that is loneliness, feelings of being unloved or rejected, but suffering is never just suffering. Suffering is never meaningless. Suffering never travels alone. Many times suffering reveals the truth about others and about ourselves. Suffering also fills us individuals with the most critical of characteristics, compassion. And compassion can only come as a fruit of understanding. And understanding can only come through experience. Experiences like the one you're having right now. This great truth, this great power, this great knowledge is in you now, and with it, you can heal and bring redemption to the world around you. You have to be, I hope you will be a carrier of that hope, of that love and compassion. I plead with you to be that individual. You are needed, you are beautiful, you are loved and will be loved. Don't you understand? The most important discipline that you will learn in this life isn't math or science or geography. It is to love. It is to love yourself and others. It is to learn to encourage and promote real joy. So go with confidence, my friend. Leave this state of mind and move confidently forward and upward. Rise up Stand up. Don't fight with your brain or convince yourself to end your life. Rise up, stand up, and move toward doing something small and simple, something that will show kindness, affection, gratitude. Write a note, a text, an email, a song, a poem, place a phone call, send a tweet or a post. You may feel like there's nothing left to give or that it's pointless to give, but you know that's not true. Our words and deeds do matter. What you do matters. It absolutely matters to me. You are meant for great things. Your living is uniquely significant. Your presence, your friendship, your intelligence, your experience is deeply needed in this world. Not one other is like you. No one can say what you say the way you say it. No one laughs the way you laugh. No one can lift others the way you lift them. No one seems quite like you. No one smiles like you. No one can speak about your personal struggles the way you do, only you. I need you to live. Perhaps I'm selfish in saying it, so be it. But your unique life experience is necessary. I can understand the thought of your life coming to an end can feel relieving. I can even understand that suicide may seem and feel like your only viable option to escape your circumstance. May I be so bold and upfront, and my friend, I say this in the kindest and most respectful tone that I can muster. Suicide is not what you're looking for. What you're seeking for is peace, is meaningful relationships. It's someone to love. It's fun. It's adventure. The solution is to live and to keep seeking and asking the critical questions. You are a philosopher, a seeker. You are asking the existential questions of life. The great thinkers of this world have asked them as well, from Socrates to Buddha to Jesus to Marcus Aurelius to Nietzsche. All these great thinkers have gone deeper beyond the surface of life and traveled beyond looking for purpose, meaning, and joy. These questions matter, but these questions take time. And they require experience and learning. Experiences and learning that are still ahead of you. Stay with those questions. Read about them. Speak about them to others that love you and that you can trust. While you are wrestling with the questions of life, continue on. Invest in the relationships around you. Engage in school. Surround yourself with the positive people, places, and things. And as you deliberately sprinkle your life with fun, humor, beauty, relationships, hobbies, and adventures, you will become the bringer of light and hope to others. Your experience of you staring into the dark night of the soul will allow you to teach others how to walk through and out of that valley. Perhaps your mission is revealing itself to you at this very moment. Sometimes it's only in the darkest of nights that we can see the complete brightness and beauty of the stars. There is hope. There is life. There are kisses to be given. There are hugs to be had, children to be born, miracles to be seen, and which you'll have a hand in. The world needs your hands. It needs your wisdom and clarity. It needs your struggle. You and I may not know each other, but I am connected to you. My children are connected to you. Like ripples in the water, right? Our influence impacts the collective conscious and experience we inhabit. I summon your courage. I call for your compassion. I invoke your highest reason and logic, not only to stay, but to stay and engage life in a new way. Reach upward, reach outward. The moment has arrived. It is a turning point in your life. It's time for you to share your moment with others. It's time for you to rise from the ashes like a phoenix. Even now, as you pass through this valley, a new life awaits you. You can't go back to the way that things were. Really, you can't. A new phase is beginning for you. There are moments in our life that change us forever. Perhaps this is one of those moments. And as you rise from the rubble of your struggles, I promise you, you'll find diamonds, even a new and more complete perspective. Remember that no failure is terminal, no emotion is chronic, no situation is final. Life is in constant flux, and you can change the course. You can try new and different things. Small steps and small changes can yield huge outcomes. My friend, be patient. Emotions change, situations transform, and somehow in the midst of all that changing lies peace and wisdom. It is there like a treasure, and perhaps with a little bit of guidance you can uncover it and become a richer individual and live the fuller life. You may need some help. You may require another's strength and perspective. This is normal. You may need someone else's light to light your way for a moment, but soon enough, yours will burn brightly. And before you know it, you will become a source of light for others. Don't feel bad asking for help. Realize that you may need someone to be by you. This is okay. We all climb better together. We all need a little help. It is in helping and receiving help that we heal from the wounds of this world. You will become a beacon, a lighthouse, and a safe harbor for others as well. This is the future that awaits you. Your courage inspiring my courage. Your compassion motivating my compassion. Your wisdom enhancing the wisdom of others. Your joy brings joy. Your heart is soft. Your mind is willing. Instead of a suicide note, write a new beginnings letter. Instead of reaching for death, reach for a friend and reach for help. Perhaps someday we will meet and you can share your experience with me, and together we'll rejoice as friends. Your life will fill mine and mine yours, and my friend, stay. With that, can I just share a few tips, a few thoughts that others who have walked your path have shared with me? Thank you. Number one, remember that people are essential. Ask for help. Go where people are. Share with someone whom you trust or respect. Don't stay alone and in the dark. 2, tap into a feel-good playlist, something that has positive associations for you, good memories that are connected to those sounds. 3, get yourself outside. Let the sun touch your brow. Let the light pass through your body and bring you energy, warmth, and light. 4, write down or express your ideas. This will give you something to focus on instead of just tug-of-warring with your brain that is running wild and feels a bit stuck at this moment. 5, be honest with people about what is helpful and what is not helpful. If you want someone to just listen, if you just want a hug or some affection, if you need a bit of space, you have to say it. And remember, engage with others. You don't need to fight this one alone. Force your focus outward and toward others. 6, the fact that you are actually here listening to this shows your intention, your character, a willingness to be helped. 7, don't go to a place where you'll be alone. Distance yourself from physical things that will harm you. Make it easy on yourself by removing the easy decision and making it difficult. Go to a store, go to a park, go to a friend's house, go to the living room. 8, now as the crisis passes, and it will pass, rest. Maybe even sleep. It's okay to miss things. It's okay to be gentle and kind and good to yourself. And number 9, reach out to someone. Even the 988 number, the 741-741, or a crisis hotline. There are people out there who would be honored to help and that can help. Use those numbers. They're within your reach. You can call, you can text that 988 service and get help now. I am so grateful. I'm so honored that you would even hear me, that you would even be willing to consider what I'm telling you right now. My friend, join me. Take my hand. Let's walk into the world again, confidently knowing better, feeling better, thinking better. Thank you.